Hello guys, let's speak about Ifan ben-Mezd. Ifan is, well, the most varied word. I don't know even how to call this guy. You can play him with every build preset there is. Definitely with every build preset. You can play him as a Conjurer, you can play him as a Cleric, as a Battle Mage, as a Wizard, as a Witch, as a Wayfarer, as a Shadowblade, Rogue, Ranger, Metamorph, Knight, Inquisitor, Fighter, Enchanter. It doesn't matter, he scales good with everything. But what is his best role? I was thinking a lot about it. If we ask Larian Studios what his best role, it's Ranger, or where is the Wayfarer? That's what they think about him, but what do I think? I think that his best role is this Conjurer. Why? Do not let the wand fool you. That's the first thing. Conjurer doesn't scale with any attribute. It doesn't scale with strength, it doesn't scale with finesse, it doesn't scale with intelligence. Your damage will not scale as a conjurer. Whatever you do, you summon things, you buff things up. So what's the most important thing when you summon things and you buff things up? The most important thing is to not die. And how will you not die? With a shield, heavy armor, best armor that you can get, and probably with some weapon in your hand that's gonna give you constitution for your main attribute point, or strength, getting more stuff. So don't let this wand fool you. How do I see him? I see him as a conjurer. That would be the first choice for Ifan. As your main character, he is great as a ranger. He is absolutely astounding as all the other classes. I want to show you my Ifan from my playthrough, so you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm not playing him as a summoner, unfortunately, and I feel a little sad for it. I'll definitely play him as a summoner in my second playthrough of the game, but now I play him as a mix of Huntsman. I think it's also Huntsman, Pyromancy, and Polymorph. It's a very good mix, to be honest. But I want to show you how it looks like and what the spells are, skills around level 10. Loading times are still a pain in the ass, even on SSD. I can't even imagine on a regular hard disk. It's gotta last for at least 3 minutes on a regular hard disk. Alright, here we go. Ifan. My Ifan is this, for now. And I doubt I'll change it. I'm maxing finesse on him, wits and memory, of course. So, he is a huntsman. And what I added here is only 4 points into Huntsman and only 3 points into Pyrokinetic. 2 comes from gear, so basically what that means, I just have 1 point into Pyromancy. Why? Because of buffs, because of Peace of Mind and Haste. Only because of these two, because they're very useful on a Huntsman, Ranger, Wayfarer, whatever you like to call him. Just call him range character. The rest of my points are all placed into range, and he deals a lot of damage with a very nice critical chance. He crits very often too. And I love him like this. But I realized like 30-40 hours later in my playthrough that he's a perfect and absolutely amazing summoner. Because of this, Ifan Soul Wolf, his source skill that's only available to him, he'll summon his pet, his wolf. His wolf can howl and bite enemies. What that means is this. There he goes. This thing, his wolf, he lasts for 10 turns. When he howls, he'll be able to taunt and provoke enemies so they attack him. But he's very weak now, because he's a huntsman. If Ifan was a summoner, this thing would be huge. And it would be amazing. And it would be strong as fuck. And the other one is Vicious Bite, and got saving throw on physical armor. And he can bite and bleed your opponents. Now imagine the damage if he gets summoning on. It would be insane. When he howls, this is the range for his taunt. So, one way to play Ifan is like this, with a polymorph and those wings, so you can fly and reach objects like this. That's a Huntsman Fly spell, Technical Retreat, and the other one is from Polymorphy. It's called Spread Your Wings. So this is one way that you can play Ifan. Huntsman, Pyro, Poly. But what I think about him, and we'll check his talents now when we pick him as a Conjurer, I really think he's an excellent Conjurer. So let's check out his spells as a Conjurer, his starting spells as a Huntsman, and his starting spells for the rest of the build presets. Ifan as a Conjurer first. He gets Ingenious for initiative and 5% extra critical chance, and Thrifty for bartering. This is bullshit. If you're gonna play Ifan as your main character, do yourself a favor and get Persuasion on him. He is gonna talk, so give the man Persuasion. That's the first thing. The next thing is this shit. When you pick him as a Conjurer, you don't need intelligence. Only Dimensional Bolt scales with intelligence. What that means, your pets do not. And summoning is all about pets, is it? But Dimensional Bolt is needed to create those pets. So, you start with these spells, and then you have all the rest of those spells to create even bigger incarnates, bigger demons, bigger animals, and similar things, you know. But what's good with Conjurer, when you pick him as a Conjurer, the next good thing for a Conjurer is remove intelligence, you don't need it, get more Constitution, for example, or even better, get memory, and say yes. What's the next thing that we can add here? The next thing is Necromancy, a perfect mix for Ifan. Conjurer and Necromancy. Why Necromancy? Necromancy also has summoning abilities. A bloated corpse will be summoned at the location of your target's corpse. You can raise bloated corpses, you can raise spiders with Necromancy, and they'll scale with summoning, not with Necromancy. Do you see the point? So you get summoning and Necromancy for Ifan, and then you just raise your own goddamn army. You put all those points into summoning and maybe 2-3 points into Necromancy, and you're good to go. The rest goes to Constitution, so you'll be tanky enough to withstand with Mace and Shield or whatever. His talents, when you pick him as a Necromancer, let's see, sorry, not as a Necromancer, as a Conjurer, will be Pet Pal, fine. I guess it's fine. For a Conjurer, you need Mnemonic. You'll need Pet Pal if he's your main character. You'll need Morning Person. In case you die, you'll be revived with full health. Water Rush is also very good. All skilled up. A must have talent on level 2. I highly recommend that. And that would be it for him as a Conjurer. Now he can also be played as all of these classes that you see here, but I'll only cover what I think is best, and it's Conjurer, or better to say Summoning and Necromancy combined, and Ranger as a Huntsman and Pyro, where you put 1 point into Pyro and the rest goes to Huntsman, but not all of the points, 3-4 points into Huntsman, and then the rest goes into Ranged, so you get more damage with your bow and crossbow, get more crits out. He'll come here with these presets. Finesse and Wits is perfectly fine. Huntsman, Pyro, and a Lucky Charm. Just bloody exclude the Lucky Charm. Either get Persuasion for a main character, or you max that bartering out if he's in your party. For his skills, remove Elemental Arrowheads. That's bloody bullshit. Take Haste, remove Ricochet, take Pin Down, and start like this. Do yourself a favor. This is perfectly fine for him. You don't want spells from Pyromancy, you want buffs. Buffs do not scale with intelligence, so you don't care. You want these 2 buffs, and the rest of the spells, skills, will go for the Huntsman category. You'll get them later on, 3, 4, 5 hours later. Here he comes with Arrow Recovery. Just fuck that shit. Remove it. You don't need this. Go with something else. I already told you what to do. Find skills that are actually useful, like Elemental Ranger is. You can go with Elemental Ranger if you go with a Huntsman. Or go with Comeback Kid, because they're gonna focus you. You're gonna revive with this. Go with Hothead. You have more critical chance and more accuracy. Accuracy is very important for ranged character. Of course, critical chance is mega important for a ranged character. So you got better options than stupid Arrow Recovery. This is the biggest bullshitting game. You have craft and you can always craft those stun arrows, poison arrows, fire arrows. After all, you'll find 100 different arrows, and maybe during your playthrough you'll use 50% out of those. So why would you recover special arrows when you can build them? This is a waste of a talent. Go with something else. That's what I can say about Ifan. If you wanna play him different, if you wanna go with Fighter, feel free to do so. He's perfect like that. But have in mind his source skill spell. It's Soul Wolf. It scales, and it says here on caster level and summoning ability. So just make him tanky. Go with summoning. Go with necromancy. It has some of those summoning skills and spells available. If you don't want to do it like that, go with him as a ranger. Go with bow or crossbow in your hands. Already explained what to do. That's about it. Basically, you can play him with all of those build presets, and you'll have fun with him. That is the only origin character that can be played in all build presets for this game. But of course, his favorite is summoning. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.
Once I was a crusader for the Divine Order. I pledged my life to Lucian the Divine. But the war changed everything. He sent me to save the elves I grew up amongst. I arrived too late. Lucian ordered the use of death fog against the Black Ring, annihilating everyone I once knew in the process. Now I'm a mercenary killer, one of the infamous Lone Wolves. And my next target is none other than Lucian's own son.